Be silent, Alexa. Good evening, everyone.
Right, dog.
Oh no.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Scratching Post, where we scratch that gaming itch. It is Saturday, and of course, that means you're tuning in to Silly Voices Saturday, where we, of course, give our voices to the lovely characters as part of the Ace Attorney series. And oh boy, I've highlighted the week, as always. It seems to come around sooner every week, which is delightful for me. I'm going to introduce myself. My name, of course, is Ebac here at the Scratching Post, and I run this channel. But of course, I'm not alone when I do this, because we also have the regular cast of characters with us today, starting with Burr.
In the house, yo.
Right. Drifting.
Alexa, shut up.
That's my line. Divot.
Justice.
Kay.
Who is currently muted and deafened?
Kay's some technical difficulties. Lemming.
Hey, man!
Shadow.
Arr, me hearties, we're gonna go on another adventure. You ain't ever been in a place like this.
And Kay will, of course, introduce themselves once their technical problems have ceased on their end.
Speaking of which,
Problem solved.
Are you back, Kay?
Yep, I'm back.
Yay! And that all rhymed. Right, well, last time we were here, we just started the next part of the case, which was the second day of the trial.
yeah.
And we have to do we have to do well, as we can see, a witness testimony for Dr. Crab. Cleaning the orca pool room. In the early morning hours of July 20th, Sasha was cleaning the orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do some cleaning together. During cleaning, the pool water is drained. While the cleaning was going on, Marlon was taking care of the orca in the show pool. Pool water would never be drained as the pool was being cleaned. Okay, so anything stick out immediately to us as being unusual?
No, because my brain is empty.
No thoughts, head empty.
Yes.
I have one more.
Same.
Can you just quick page through them, not reading them? Because I think I
Sure.
got something.
So it's July 20th, Sasha was cleaning. We know that's true.
Yeah.
They were scheduled to do it together, we know that much, but they didn't.
Yeah.
During the cleaning, the pool water was drained. That makes sense.
True.
Yeah.
While the cleaning was going on, Marlon was taking care of the orca in the show pool.
Makes sense.
The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned.
Well, that's not right, because you'd need to move things around,
Yeah.
surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you change the
Also, his
report
face is
file.
suspicious.
He is being a bit sus there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
why,
that's a wrong.
Look at that
Why-
grin of his.
why don't you press the statement?
Yeah.
There's no possibility it would be drained at any time other than during cleaning.
None.
Shut down with a single word. Why are you so certain?
Think about it. If the pool water would drain, what would happen to the orca?
Whose side are you on, Athena?
Of the Orcas, clearly.
Yeah.
Exactly, young lady. That water, although it would be all right for a short period of time, but anything longer than that would pose a serious risks. She could even die.
So the fact that Ola is alive and well is proof the water wasn't drained on her?
Well, that's not true, because we
That's
had
right.
to drain her to get her out of the pool, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The orca pool and the show stage pool are next door to each other. A hoist runs between the two to move the orca and equipment back and forth. When intensive cleaning is done, the orca is moved to the show stage pool first. So the water is only drained while the pool is being cleaned.
Please have that information to notice community.
If there was no water in the pool, the orca could die.
Well, we know that's wrong because he's got that lotion to keep her white, all right for a little while. But do we have evidence of this?
I don't know if we have evidence of that.
Yeah, we don't have any evidence for that.
But I was wondering because we have the skull that also. Yeah, but then.
Hmm.
Can we not present the picture?
Which,
Two along.
Which one?
Two along.
This one here.
Yeah, because like it shows her in the drained pool, but like it might be wrong. I'm just thinking.
Sure.
Oh, no water. Oh.
Oh well, the music stopped anyway.
If the water in the pool is drained, you say the orca could die. But is that necessarily true?
What are you talking about?
There's a way to let the water out without harming the orca, isn't there? Your Honor, please allow me to submit this photograph.
Oh! Yes.
As you can see, there is no water around the Skull Rock area. With the pool in this state, the victim could have been made to fall to his death. However, there is water on the other side of the partition.
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, it was right in front of us the entire time.
Yeah, no, I was like, I remember very clearly seeing
Well,
her.
to-
Like,
To be honest, it has been a week, so.
Yeah.
And Orla looks just fine.
Ah, son of a gun.
In other words, if the partition is set up at the bottom of the pool, the water can be drained without doing Orla any harm.
Also, would someone mind just checking the stream just to make sure that everything's coming through clearly
we
as well?
we have sound and we have voices.
Awesome.
Nice.
Are you implying the water could have been drained at any other time during them cleaning?
Yes, there is that possibility.
Dr. Crab is shaking. Looks like he has something to hide. Could it have something to do with the calendar note about meeting with the victim?
It might. I'll submit it to the judge. Your Honor, please take a look at this calendar.
You went that around and called yesterday. No need to drag out your souvenir today.
Hey Laura, thanks for joining us.
hello there.
Hey,
Hello there.
actually, I
Hello,
would like to
Elaine.
make no. Yes, many people in chat today. Hello, good evening. I would like to make a note of the entry for the day of the incident.
Let me see here. Meet the captain of the orca pool at 7 a.m. This notice of a meeting planned with the victim.
What?
The defense would like to argue that, at the time of that meeting, the pool may have been drained of its water.
Whose calendar is this?
It belongs to Dr. Herman Crab. Isn't that right, Dr. Crab?
Son of a gun. So you suspect me, do you?
What is the meaning of the calendar entry, Dr. Crab? Explain yourself.
Fine. I was supposed to meet Jack at the orca pool at that time. But I ended up not going.
So you're saying you simply broke your promise? You can't get out of it that easy. I believe you have some explaining to do. And try not to get crabby.
Oh, son of a gun.
Your blade is sharper than I thought, right, Dono? But your cut was shallow. A mere surface scratch. There's a saying amongst prisoners. Do not see, hear, nor speak to a smooth-talking lawyers. If you think the witness is suspicious, show your proof!
So why do they talk to you? The calendar alone isn't good enough, huh? I have to prove the victim could have fallen to his death at that 7 a.m. meeting time.
It's Let's put our heads together, boss. The victim could have fallen during cleaning when the pool was completely drained. Or using the partition and could have been at the 7 a.m. with the water partially drained. What would be the major difference in the circumstance between these two possibilities? My eye is very itchy. Or-
What
Oh, now you made my
circumstance
eye
was
itchy.
different? Oh no. The answer,
It's contagious!
the answer could really tell something. It's an internet virus!
You might want to put some eyes on it.
It's called ETRS.
Oh, come here.
Shadow's got a baby in her room.
I wish to see the baby.
You can't see the furry baby. I haven't got enough arms, and he's wiggling.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I wish to
Sleeping.
see the baby.
What circumstance was different between the two possibilities of cleaning and 7 a.m.?
The orca would be there at the location at the 7 a.m. at the meeting when it wouldn't be at the cleaning.
Yes.
Yes, right.
If the murder occurred at a time other than during cleaning, the orca must have been there.
Oh, you're right. That would mean that...
Now I'm wondering about one thing.
Yes.
About the hit on her head that Norma de Plume saw. It might have been Ola trying to get to the captain that's fallen, only to bump her head against the glass wall.
Well, no, because she was seen to be ramming the skull rock repeatedly.
But that might have been just what Norma de Plume saw, which might be that the rock was on one side of the, was closer to Norma de Plume than Ola, and she thought she saw Ola ramming the rock while Ola was actually ramming the glass wall to get to the captain.
It's an interesting theory, Burr. I don't think you're wrong.
No, I disagree. I disagree. I don't think. I think we will be able to tell if there was a glass partition already, because when we look at the footage, the tank is full at that point.
Good enough. What
Okay,
happened is the murder?
maybe.
What's this? You're sheathing your sword so soon? Stop yammering to each other and show me how you wield your sword!
Okay, sorry.
All right then. My sword is poised and ready. If the murder was committed at a time other than during cleaning time, then Ola must have been present at the scene. If I can prove that the murder happened right in front of Ola, then I can prove that Miss Buckler is not guilty. How do you like that stab?
Order!
The orca
Order on the court!
testify!
Mr. Wright! Are you implying that the orca was a witness to the crime?
That is exactly what I'm implying, Your Honor.
And how do you intend to prove the orca witnessed the murder?
Ask her.
What are you going to do? Put the orca on the stand and cross-examine her?
Oh, don't tempt him.
I'm so looking forward to Diva taking just that role.
I better think about it carefully. The defense will.
I think that's definitely a ploy to try and get us to do this, but I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's,
I
feel like
I think it's
because
a
your
good
bar-
time to do a
No, I feel like
Confidence
because
save.
your bar hasn't appeared, it's like safe to pick the fun option.
Yeah, it is safe to pick joke options when your bar is not open. No.
Okay,
Oh, good.
let's meme
If
them.
I ask her,
Oh no.
don't worry, Your Honor. I have experience in the field of cross-examining
Animals.
animals.
I once cross-examined a parrot.
Quiet.
I mean, after all, Your Honor, you were there. If I asked Ola if she witnessed the murder, I'm sure she would tell me everything.
Really? How interesting. And how do you propose to communicate with the orca?
Presenting my star witness, Dr. Doolittle.
Hey,
By the way, Kate, you're sounding a bit echoey. If you want to get a bit more close to the microphone, just
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Got it.
It's fine.
I'd have to think about
I'm trying
that.
to do the thing so I can stand up, but I might have to switch back over to my headset.
Unlike some birds, an orca is incapable of human speech.
I'll just
No, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to cross-examine a creature that cannot speak.
God damn it!
And this defense has some other way of communicating with the orca.
Drat, and double drat.
Yes, Your Honor, you don't understand. I speak whale.
Oh!
What were you doing at 7 a.m.?
God, we're even 25 minutes into the stream and...
No.
You fool! You knew this was what was going to happen when you gave us this DLC case.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I don't, Your Honor. I guess that was a silly idea. Please let me try again, Your Honor. The defense will.
Present evidence.
The defense will present evidence. Evidence that will prove Orla witnessed the murder.
You're going to present evidence?
I mean,
Yes.
that is kind of my job, Your Honor.
Hearing the defense, I thought surely you were trying to cross-examine the orca.
I just have to-
We just
I
tried
must say,
that though.
I'm a little disappointed.
Geez, sorry to get your hopes up, Your Honor.
Very well, let's see this evidence then.
Oh, God,
What evidence shows that the murder took place right in front of the orca?
Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah, of course, because she's got bloodstains
She's
on
got bloodstains on her. You know,
Yeah.
that itself would show that there's some kind of link. That's what I'm guessing, at least.
her. Yeah, and she was banging her head against the thing, so...
Yes. This photo indicates where we discovered luminol reactions yesterday. By accident, we got some of the luminol testing fluid on Orla. We were then very surprised to see luminol reactions on Orla's body.
Objection! So what of it? There's nothing odd about that. As was discussed in yesterday's trial, the orca was bleeding. Traces of the orca's blood were also found on the skull rock. The orca must have injured herself when she rammed the rock.
So that cloud of blood Mr. Plume saw was from Orla headbutting the skull rock, was it?
Skull Rock updated in the court record.
The luminol reactions you saw on the orca are most likely from her headbutting.
Objection!
I object. What's the odds of... What's odd? There we go. I've got my screen kind of sideways to stand up. Now I can't see it entirely.
Such a thing as professionalism, right, Dono?
My apologies, but what's odd is the position of those bloodstains. Please take a good look at the photograph.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
It's alright.
Ad-libbing it, love it.
Yeah, I just worry I'm being too mean.
No.
No.
Characters
mean,
It's
mean, we get
It's
that.
Blackwell. He's
You
going
are
to
playing
be edgy.
prosecutor dickhead, so
you're
you're
not
allowed.
being mean. You're being Blackwell.
I must
Yesterday,
say, at the moment, Blackwell is like a pizza cutter. He's all edge and no point.
Burn!
We'll see his point eventually.
Your Honor, we
You
may
giddy?
need an ambulance for those
Lady,
burns.
please bring some aloe.
I stole that from Josh Stripe Hayes. Sorry, that's not my own.
Yesterday, Mr. Plume said the blood disappeared when Orla put on the hat. That testimony indicated that Orla's injuries were under the hat area. However, these luminol reactions are in two separate areas from her injuries. These bloodstains can't be Orla's own blood from when she was headbutting.
Then where did the blood come from?
It's my firm belief that it's the victim's blood. The victim was killed right in front of Orla. And the victim's blood splattered onto Orla's body. Thank you, I'm here all week. Now it finally all makes sense. Orla was a witness to the murder. So that's why.
Orla? What's wrong with Orla?
What? You're right. She's listless and she's thinking. There's one more fact that indicates Orla was a witness to the murder.
The Orla. There's more?
Yes, it's what I call multiple Orlas. Yorlas!
The Poliola.
The culprit was afraid Orla could somehow reveal what she witnessed. And that's why they did what they did. The only thing that makes sense.
Can I say just how crazy this concept is? The fact that the killer's like, I gotta dispose of the witness, the orca, you know?
Oh my gosh.
The only thing that stands in my way.
I have to present that evidence. That evidence that proves the culprit thought Orla was a dangerous witness.
Oh no, not this.
The defense would like to submit this evidence.
What's this? It looks like some sort of medicine.
Oh no.
It's a sleeping drug, Your Honor. A very powerful one. This sleeping drug was discovered in Orla's stomach yesterday. The culprit tried to drown Orla by putting her into a deep sleep.
Tried to drown the orca? But why?
For funsies.
Right, Dono. Are you trying to tell this court that the perpetrator tried to kill the orca to prevent a witness from talking? Do you really expect to defeat me with that feeble attack?
My sword has been drawn. I'm not about to sheath my evidence now. Orcas have a tremendous, enormous potential for intelligence. The possibility that Orla could somehow manage to reveal the truth can't be denied. The culprit believed in this possibility, and that's why they tried to kill her. Dr. Herman Crab, you purchased the sleeping drug, didn't you?
What? Does this mean the veterinarian tried to do away with the orca?
Son of a gun.
Who would have...
Yes, Lemming?
Yeah.
Hello?
Lemming?
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 Oh dear! No!
Also got
They got to him.
Come back!
Black
had
will
to
kill
say-
them.
The orca intelligence got to him.
No, Black will kill
To the
them.
next plane of existence.
Just yeeted the katana at him.
Yeah. Yeah, Blackwell just fucking yeeted the sword and basically it did cut too close. Just like, oof,
Lemming was typing.
Lemming's typing. We'll just see if what's going on,
the
everyone.
rest is typing.
God!
PC randomly decided to restart.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fun.
Windows.
Curse you, Windows Update.
We'll wait until Lemming gets back because I feel like
It's like, I update now.
he's the voice of Phoenix. I feel like he's a bit. Sometimes we recast people just temporarily, but I think we can wait for his PC to restart. He's not going to take long to get back on here.
I mean, if we want the PC to restart faster, please cast Shadow as Phoenix. Then it will show up immediately.
That is true.
No,
though.
I don't think that's
I'm here, don't worry.
See? Told you.
The mere
I only need 20
The mere
seconds.
suggestion.
I identify as a fucking threat.
That should be your bio on fucking Discord. I identify as a fucking threat.
I like it, yes. Sorry about that, my PC randomly restarted for some reason.
It's fine.
It's cool.
Okay.
Who but a veterinarian would better know how to disguise an orca's death? Also, my PC doesn't seem to like the word veterinarian because that's when it restarted.
Don't say it again.
Veterinarian!
Oh no!
It
Windows
keeps
hates
the
pets.
police from examining the body.
Why you? Are you actually accusing me of trying to murder the orca?
Of course, yes.
How dare you slander the noble profession of veterinarian?
What are you doing?
He's
Stop
kicking.
kicking the bench.
My goodness, one could cut the tension in this courtroom with a knife. Or a katana.
Yes, I admit to purchasing a sleeping drug. However, it was subsequently stolen from my lab.
I kind of figured that was where it was going. That sounds a flimsy excuse.
It's the truth. What else can I say? Any one of the crewmers could have entered my lab.
I'm just gonna fucking say, why don't you lock your goddamn drug cabinets?
Also, I'm just gonna say, did you
Because
report the theft? Because he should have
Yeah, it's just like
immediately.
Yeah, like you don't get away.
Yeah.
Like if a pharmacy gets their ass kicked for not locking away their drugs, a fucking
Yeah.
veterinarian should know the same.
Yeah. Also, well, you kind of report the theft inside the company, whatever gets stolen, but the especially dangerous drugs.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Right. I guess that weakens my evidence quite a bit.
Besides, think about it for a minute. Who was it that treated all after she swallowed the drug? It was I.
But as I recall, it took you quite a while to give that treatment. You didn't even come on your own. We had to go get you.
Son of a gun. You remember all sorts of little details, don't you, Mr. Lawyer?
That's literally his job.
The Orca-Pool and the lab are far apart. It's a little wonder he didn't know Orla's condition.
Objection, motherfucker! I knew it was coming.
Didn't know? That's highly doubtful. As far apart as they were, Dr. Crab still had a way to know all about Orla's condition.
Sorry, Laura's comment of, it was I, Leclerc.
Leclerc? In Spain, we got a race tomorrow.
Yes, it was I. 'Twas I who burned the building down.
I was going for the LOLO reference, but yeah.
This is I, Leclerc.
Okay, carry on. Did you read this, Lemming?
Yes.
Cool.
I did not get the reference.
It's fine. I will teach you later. Trust me, young one.
It's a British thing.
Would like to
Definitely a
submit
British
evidence that the witness knew about Orla's condition. I mean, this one's fairly obvious.
This is one of this. Yeah.
Torpedo!
Take that
The torpedo is about to slam into the prosecution's entire case.
Ah, you just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Yes.
With this advanced data system, surely you would have known Orla's condition.
Objection!
Objection! Wait just 1 minute. What is this torpedo?
Dr. Crab, how dare you bring a weapon of mass destruction into my courtroom?
Fair enough.
I'm
after
sorry,
the
Your
whole
Honor, a
scenario.
torpedo isn't necessarily mass destruction. They can have standard warheads. The torpedo, or Teleobservation Real-Time Pertinent Data Organization, is a data system. And yes,
This
I got that all
acronym
in one
hurts
go
me.
with that. I did not practice that at all. Praise me! Until yesterday, only Dr. Crab and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept secret from the police.
Hello, Jenna.
Now.
Hi, Jenna. See you there in the chat.
Hello.
Hello, Gemma.
It's illegal. Dr. Crab, I demand an explanation.
Son of a gun. You and your big mouth, Mr. Lawyer. Oh, look at right.
It's checking his temperature.
That's so cute.
It's okay.
Oh, sweetheart, that's not how you use a stethoscope, but you're doing so well.
Yeah.
He's trying. Leave him
Just a
alone.
good job.
You're too cute to correct you.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. I'm using an illegal system to monitor the creatures of the aquarium. The system uses sensors like these, and yes, there's one in the Orca-Pool too.
It also means that because he's got them in his ears, he can hear the throbbing of his own brain.
These sensors send sound waves through the water to gather data on the creatures. If it finds abnormalities in their condition, the torpedo alerts me with a sound.
Oh my goodness, how very high-tech. But if it's illegal, I will not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time. Now, Mr. Wright, please continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crab noticed the danger Orla was in. But he made no attempt to come to a raid on his own.
But he didn't have a security card.
And the reason for that is that Dr. Crab wanted Orla dead.
You don't need a security card right now because of the investigation going on.
Yeah.
The torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the Orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation.
Objection! Objection! Can you prove that statement? Objection!
Objection!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, dear. Hang on. Turn off noise suppression.
Oops.
Noise suppression, and it turned off my call. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
Oh God.
Yes.
There we go.
What's with him?
I don't like where this is going.
I guess this is also high tech for Prosecutor Blackwood. It is making him a little funny.
Funny? Yes, I find this all very funny. Witness, those sensors send sound waves through the water, correct? But what if there isn't any water?
And they wouldn't work. They would only switch off.
I see. And where is the sensor in the Orca pool located?
I don't know. Jack is the one who attached it for me.
You don't know? Then I will tell you. The police found the sensor just like the one you showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool.
Table?
In the drain section.
Oh yeah, other side of the partition.
Yeah. Do you mean the table in this photograph?
That's right. Don't you get it yet, right, Dono? The table is on the Skull Rock side of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and can't be moved.
Oh, and so if the water was drained from the Skull Rock side of the pool?
Precisely. Without water, the torpedo sensor would not work. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off?
Hang on, I'll look it up. Many times lately during cleaning 2 days ago and the investigation yesterday. Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it. But I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one let me know. That's why I didn't know about Orla's condition yesterday.
So Dr. Crab really did want to save Orla.
Wait a minute. Can we?
Did you hear that, right, Dono? Yes,
Yes, Shadow?
Can we just check the photo again, please? The one of the partition.
Sure.
Behold.
Oh, I thought it would place the compass, but that's just an actual compass. It must be somewhere around the sides.
Well, it might-
Is it-
might be
is-
underneath.
yeah.
The little table.
I think it's the table with the lantern on it. That's under.
Yeah,
Fair, yeah.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, the water can be drained without harm to the Orca one if the partition is used. But if the water is drained from the Skull Rock side, the sensor turns itself off.
It seems inconvenient.
If the sensor was always on except for during the cleaning and the investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all of the times. It was never drained. In other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime.
Ah!
Order! Order in the court! This completely shatters the defense's argument.
But the fact remains that Orla was clearly nearly killed with Dr. Crab's sleeping drug.
Objection!
Objection! But aren't you forgetting one important question?
I forget many questions.
When was the sleeping drug given to the Orca?
Oh, we can tell you that.
You're right. That hasn't been discussed yet, has it?
The Orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday.
Cool. Jen's asked a question. So is this like Dragon Romper? So it's made in a very similar vein. Effectively, you play as a lawyer, Phoenix Wright, or Apollo Justice, and you are...
Athena Sykes.
Or Athena Sykes, and you're presented with a crime, which is usually a murder that's just been committed, and you must basically find the real culprit through the proving your accused innocent.
Yeah, in
It's
a way
also
that-
not.
Yeah.
It's also not as depressing as Danganronpa.
Yeah, and I believe Danganronpa was actually inspired by Ace Attorney. Don't quote me on that, but I'm like...
Very possibly.
Kay,
Yeah, it's very
His first
possible.
Ace Attorney came out in 2001, and Danganronpa came out way more recently.
Kay's our Ace Attorney expert, and if you like what you see, we've already done Apollo Justice, the entire game of Apollo Justice, and also Ace Attorney Investigations. We had some great fun doing that. Yeah, the first one. We had some great fun with that, so be sure to check those out if it would interest you. Highly recommend them. They're great games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say I really love Taka's animation. All
So
of
who
it.
done
Yeah.
it? We don't know who done it.
Yeah, we don't know who done it.
That's
I
the
mean-
point.
Half
We're
of us know,
going
the
to
other half
find
don't.
out. Yes.
We shall find out.
Live!
And then bring
Here
it to
on
justice.
twitch.tv/eback_the_cat.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
The only way to give the drug to the Orca undetected is to put it in her food. Yesterday, someone gave the Orca food during the trial.
Someone did. I'm afraid I don't remember that.
You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you?
Marlon.
Uh-oh.
It was the defendant, Sasha Buckler.
Wait, what?
Well, she was being put to the Orca for her to perform.
So that is the Orca that stands accused, is it?
Tweet.
Ah, she's waving her flipper at us. Maybe she's cheering us on.
Ola, wish Phoenix and Athena luck.
Tweet.
So your argument is that Miss Buccaneer is the one who gave the Orca the drug?
The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Buckler made the victim fall to his death and then manipulated the Orca to pin it on her. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the Orca with the sleeping drug.
I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Crab feeling Ola. Maybe he didn't have a hand in Ola's attempted murder after all. But is there anybody else who could have fed Ola besides Sasha? I mean, yes.
Yes.
If it's true, the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping drug to the Orca. Then that places even more suspicion on her than ever.
Objection!
Ah!
I object. The defense objects to the prosecution's claims.
Well, you still haven't admitted defeat.
Never. Prosecutor Blackwell. I don't appreciate the way you only mention the parts that are convenient for you.
Damn.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
The prosecutor failed to mention that Miss Buckler wasn't the only one who fed Ola. As you will all recall, there was another person who gave Ola food.
There is another.
I know, I had the Force too.
You mean person?
Looks like Athena remembers now
We're
too.
being very vague about it to not tip the player off.
Pronoun game. Time for
Yeah.
the player to figure it out.
Who could this mystery person possibly be, Bear?
Congrats, Sasha.
Tweet.
This is to celebrate. Eat it all up.
Tweet.
Oh, Mr. Wright, no.
I don't want to believe it either, but we can't ignore the truth. The other person who fed Ola during the trial was...
Apollo. No.
It was Athena.
It was the victim! No.
Yeah, Maya's not in this game as
yeah, Maya's not in this game. She will be in another game later.
Yes.
Yes.
Take that.
I was actually
Also
wrong. It
previously.
was actually the victim from last year's murder as well.
It was the penguin
My
it was
God.
the penguin all along.
getting revenge for their brethren in the wild.
Sniper.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and
Smile
wave.
and wave.
Cute and cuddly, boys. Cute and cuddly.
Penguins of Madagascar.
Please recall when Ola was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhymes gave Orca a large quantity of food. If the sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the Orca without arousing police suspicion.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that flip-flopper feeding the orca.
Wow, rude.
How dare you? There are no phones in Australia.
I was gonna say, Judge, we don't call them that anymore.
No, I think it's flip flop as in like
Hip hop.
just took that for hip hop.
Yeah. I know.
Just making sure. Yeah.
So you remembered, do you? Did you?
I do, and
I
I
do not listen to hip-hop.
I see the time for a true sword fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand.
Mr. Lawyer, both Miss Orca Lava and Marlon Rhymes are important members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either of them, but I'm ready to accept whatever truth you find. Here, take this.
take this.
That charm.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Take this. It's a charm that matches the one Azura Summers had, isn't it?
No problem, Jenna. I mean, you know, you're not familiar with the series, so it's understandable. Although, congrats on you for remembering that there was a character, you know, with that kind of spelling of the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry's not going to be around in this game either.
But he was around, and he was played
Oh
by
yes,
Weird
he was
FTW.
played by Weird to Weird was amazing as Larry.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
great. Yes.
So you and Mrs. Summers
Peak Larry.
were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Crab?
Dun dun dun.
What? No, of course not. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. At the time, I thought it was Azura's, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers. Now it's up to you, Mr. Lawyer, to figure out whose charm it is.
Oh, God damn it. I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab.
If it's Marlon, I'm going to.
It could
Careful
be.
with those words.
After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial too.
Now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to the witness stand.
Well,
Well, you-
I suppose at the end of the day, we can say one thing. We didn't catch crabs.
Ha!
I thought you were gonna say negotiations were short.
Before we head on, I want to impress on Jenna that when we started doing this series about a year ago, it was just a selection of us. Drifting was very, very new. Kay wasn't even part of the group. Kay appeared in the second stream, and we invited them to join us, and here they are. You know, and
I mean,
it's-
I appeared
wasn't-
even
I
later,
wasn't the
though.
first stream too in the chat. I'm not completely out of nowhere.
Well, no, but still, it was a case of, you know, you both of you stepped up, and
Yeah.
you know, and to the point where, you know, you didn't do a lot of roles before Drifting, and here you are playing Athena to an amazing degree.
I love
yeah.
playing Athena.
Hell
I
yeah.
adore playing
Yeah.
Athena. She's so fun.
You are
Yes.
you're the best Athena I've ever encountered.
Yes.
You.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think I've said this before, but like now when I read Athena dialogue, I hear your voice.
Aw.
Same. I feel the
Yeah,
same way.
same.
That's honestly the biggest compliment I could ask for. So
Oh.
it makes me
like-
blush.
If you have a dream, go for it. If you want to do voice acting, go for it. Don't, you know, do your own things. It's
Yeah.
you know, today is the day.
Do it.
Before I was on this stream, I streamed like I think I started with Investigations 2 actually, which is why my friend has like played Investigations 2, then like did Paul Justice. She played in a weird order, anyways. But I started with Investigations 2, and we just all did the voices. And we had a fun time on stream, and it wasn't really a big thing. And that's how you make friends. That's how you learn to
Mhm.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Beth, take it away.
That's how you get your stage confidence too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take it away, Beth. Hello?
Bear?
Ah, sorry, I got frozen for a moment.
Oh no.
What's going on? What's everybody making this pay for? Haven't been watching the trial and nobody's told me anything.
Marlon Rhymes, you are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the orca.
I say, what? also, I'm not a flip-flopper, I'm a TikTok, you boomer. I see.
Hey, hang on. This is 2027, I believe.
Oh, TikTok is already
So-
dead, I get it.
Yeah, TikTok would be alright. Probably still around. Who knows?
I remember TikTok.
No, it'd be TikTok 2. TikTok here.
TikTok here.
Remember when we were on the TikTok? I remember.
I failed.
Maybe
It's
they just switch the name around. Maybe it's Talk Tick now.
I was just about to say that, Justin. God damn
I
it.
am aging before. I am aging before this microphone. I think I've got gout developing in
I
my
am
knees.
seething with anger.
I'm now just picturing the judge. The judge was actually on TikTok and he was like really famous. And just like TikTok died, and then he just got old and crotchety and dumb, and that's where he is now.
just like Laura said, it was replaced by TikTok 2.
Well, the judge first appears as we know him in 2016, I believe. Possibly earlier, but I'm not sure about that one because it's one of the flashback cases.
We'll see.
But like, well, we won't. Well, that's
Who knows if the future? We don't know what the future brings, but we'll see.
Oh yeah. True.
I am immortal.
Also,
Like
will
the
never be
law.
as good as fine.
All right, Beth, you can take it away.
Judge was on mine. There you go.
Yeah, Jen was on Vine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see. Well, if it's already out.
Mr. Rhymes, is he really going to admit it?
Man, I'll tell the truth.
Oh no.
Witness testimony.
I don't like where this is going.
I feel like he's throwing himself under the bus, but we'll see. Sasha's learned to protect her orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. Ola killed the captain by pushing him 30 feet high and making him slam down on water.
Well, that's wrong.
So I thought the orca would pay the consequences.
Now we're back to the orca again?
I did not see that testimony coming.
No, wait just 1 minute. Yesterday, Orla was proven innocent. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning.
Roro.
I didn't want to sail Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth.
Okay, so context, Jenna. Jack Shipley, who was the owner of the aquarium, he was found dead at the side of the orca pool, and it was originally Orla who was accused of murdering him. She was found innocent, but now Sasha, her trainer, has now been accused of instructing the Orla to kill Jack Shipley. So yeah, that is.
It was that goddamn no stash. I knew it. Having me framed.
But the fact is, all three of us, Sasha, the captain, and me, we're cleaning the pool room.
Dr. Crab and Mr. Buckler both said you were at the show stage.
Well, the only thing that Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha's lying to protect the orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood on the skull rogue herself to make a fake blood stain. think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect that orca.
Mr. Rice, how can you look like that?
It's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? If the orca did it, you win the case.
What?
This is all very hard to believe. But if Mr. Rhyme's story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the orca would be the killer.
Meaning if we turned our backs on Ola.
They would be completely fine because you can't get tried again for the same crime.
And the game
Double
would
jeopardy!
the game would restart at the beginning and we would defend Ola again.
Turn to
Just
page
going
1.
around in the loop.
We could save Sasha.
This is Phoenix's own purgatory, that's why this game keeps resetting.
Having a witness lie to save your own client? What a dirty, underhanded tactic, right, Dono? Just befitting of the dark age of the law.
Yesterday, the defense proved Ola was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now.
What are you saying, Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the orca did it and Sasha goes free. Isn't that lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest?
But that wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes that Ola is innocent.
Besides, we're in here for the truth.
And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent too. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us, as I am full proof
That's
of.
right. We believe in both Miss Buckler and Orla's innocence.
Huh? I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an orca equally. Sasha or the orca? You can only save one of them.
Ha ha ha! I don't know about that. I think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony.
Oh yeah? Go ahead and try.
I will do just that. If I can't tear down this testimony, I won't be able to save both of them. I'll have to find a weak spot and start tearing.
Just like a shark.
Already I saw a definite contradiction.
Yeah, so did
but
I.
he-
So, this, no, here. This section here. Okay, pause that, Burr. This section here. Autopsy report, where is it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
No, that's the.
It was
From
like
a 65-foot fall into pool.
Yeah.
That's not 30 feet.
Yeah, also, blow received after death.
There you go.
Yes.
So it couldn't have killed him.
Objection!
Get wrecked.
When lies are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge.
I'll
What
be
now?
right back. Shadow, if Athena pops up, take her for a sec.
Aye, Captain.
This time is no different.
Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony?
Just a little one. Just a little tiny.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just a teeny weeny little, well, a 30-foot inconsistency. You claimed that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air.
Yeah.
But the autopsy report clearly states the cause of death was thought to be from a 65-foot fall.
A what?
I know, I've never seen anyone with that many legs before. Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, so there was still water in the orca pool. The pool is about 35 feet deep, and there's about 30 feet between the water and the ceiling.
Ah.
If the pool was full of water as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet, as the autopsy states.
But you see, it flew 30 feet up and then 30 feet down. That gives 60 feet together.
Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the orca pool room so he could make these statements. He also doesn't now know how terminal velocity works. But the truth must be, he was at the show stage, just as Dr. Crab and Sasha testified.
But you could definitely say that velocity was terminal.
Shadow, no.
Shadow, yes.
Shadow, no.
Yeah!
Shadow Phoenix Rider, this is your first strike. First strike, Shadow Phoenix.
I think we'll find out in the judge here.
I'm just playing Sasha. The puns are part of the
Sure.
Let's defer to Your Honor about that.
I don't think she'd make a pun about, like, her mentor's death. Not mentor, the boss, whatever.
You don't understand the scale of the punishment.
I look towards Your Honor.
This is your second strike, Shadow Phoenix Rider.
If you get a
This time
third
it's
strike,
from
you're
the
in
church.
timeout. You're muted from the stream.
Oh dear. I believe that brings us back around to the orca didn't do it.
And Blacko just falls asleep and just like, fuck's sake.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. I'm grateful to you, Right Dono, for shutting the witness up.
But why did you bring him in
As
then?
I thought, the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler.
Not true.
The fact still remains whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the orca or not.
Son of a gun.
That's my line.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Rhymes was
That's
right about
another-
one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out the contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner.
As Prosecutor Grapple said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened.
Uh-oh. If I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty.
Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has
Quite
to be
a
a
lot.
way to prove Sasha is innocent.
At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for somebody else to have done it. As long as the crime scene is the orca pool room, then Sasha is the only one who could have committed the crime.
No need for pity or baldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict.
It appears the defense has no objections. Very well. I will give my verdict.
Hold it!
Eh,
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict.
but you were so quiet, Mr. White. Do you have something to say now?
The defense has a counter-argument.
You do?
Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument?
A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. I'll never forget those words, no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else?
The scene of the crime?
Somewhere else?
What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now?
Yes.
As I understand
Fulbright
it.
No, go ahead.
Yes, prosecutor?
While Fulbright may be a fool, I trust the rest of the police investigators.
I wouldn't. I know one of the detectives.
Wow! Rude!
If anything, that's self-depreciating humor, because that's also me.
And I beat the foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams.
Damn, that's me too.
I am the prosecutor. Prosecutor. Ah, fuck.
I am prosecuted from.
I'm drunk. Fuck off.
For those of you
She's
who want
not
to...
on duty, so she's allowed to be drunk.
Yeah, so Shadow voiced one of the previous prosecutors in one of the games.
Go home, Francisca. You're drunk.
You don't tell me what to do.
Oh, no. Can somebody please eject Miss Von Karma from the court?
And
He's not
take the
needed
wine
in this
away
particular
from her.
case.
Fulbright, escort her out.
I just
But
want
I'm
to
not
be in
immune to
another
whipping.
case.
The whip flashbacks.
God. If someone could animate this, I would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
My God. As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room. Only the defendant and victim entered that room when there was no water in the pool. It's been a long case. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime.
That is correct.
But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
Are you sure you know where you're going with this?
I might not be too sure, but I can't back down now.
It doesn't help my faith in you.
I'll know when I get there, okay?
Mr. Wright, I hope I'm not wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance.
Of course not! The judge knows me far too well.
And you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was?
Yes, of course! Think, Phoenix, think! Bluff your balls off! Think of a place other than the Orca pool room where one could fall to one's death.
Then by all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder?
Stage, I think. The show pool.
It must be the show.
Chapeau.
It's
Yeah.
the same height, so it's the only place that makes sense.
Yeah.
The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well. And, if so, it would have been possible, just as possible, to fall to one's death there as the Orca pool.
I don't know. What do you think what you're doing is a disgrace to your profession.
It's
I
such a
sincerely
disgrace
hope
that
you
he
have
was
some
in
basis
shock.
for what you're suggesting. What?
It was such a disgrace that he was in shock and couldn't say his line right.
I was just expecting you to do the what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Of course I do! I will, as soon as I think of something.
Oh dear.
The victim's body was found in the Orca pool. How do you explain that?
Pulley system.
It was moved, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the Orca pool?
And dropped there after that.
How about if? What kind of presentation is your argument? You had better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved.
With the thing that we moved the orca with.
Yeah,
They're turning back now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved, and it's
There should
pretty
be an
blatantly obvious.
exclamation bubble saying, "How about it?"
Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body?
Oh, yes.
Yes, there
It's the
is.
chicken.
It's the hoist.
With a pulley in the
The
middle.
giant octopus!
Oh, I understand that reference. It's the chicken with a pulley in it. Haha, of course.
There was a reference.
Apparently, I don't get it either, so.
It's Monkey Island.
Oh, I've never played.
Okay.
Oh.
The hoist runs between the Orca pool room and the show stage.
Scarfula will be so disappointed in me.
The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock.
Scarf wouldn't be disappointed in any of you.
Aw, good.
Incidentally,
Stretcher could also have been used to move the dead body.
Scarfulu was a special guest on the final case of Apollo Justice done by us.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
And he was doing an amazing job.
Absolutely.
Holy shit, yes.
Yeah.
I'm
that was
sorry,
great.
I was pouring something. I heard El Polo Justice.
El pollo just.
Diablo.
He became the chicken of justice.
The chicken lawyer. He went from demon lawyer to chicken lawyer.
Yes, if the stretcher could move the orca or the skull rock, it seems likely it could also move a dead body as well.
Wow. Somehow that worked. I just might be able to pull this off.
Phoenix, please.
If the shore pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
Yes, Gumshoe doesn't appear in this game, but Fulbright does, voiced amazingly by Divot.
Thank you. I'm saving my justice lungs. You've got the cords of steel and you have the justice lungs.
Yes.
Humph! You desperately spew conjecture, and now you even make up a crime scene?
Oh dear.
Ah!
Pig!
Not again!
Don't you get better chains?
You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. And even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace.
He's so
Can we
angry.
get some chains made out of depleted uranium this time? What do you mean, half-baked?
The hoist can be operated from the Orca pool only.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Point being.
And the only person who entered the Orca pool room was the defendant.
That's fair.
So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself.
Eee.
Why am I still standing here? This is madness. I'm going home.
Order! So it comes back to the defendant, no matter which pool it was.
meaning, I can't clear Sasha either way. Sasha said she moved Ola and the Skull Rock. And I believe her. So could it be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it? Yes, the body
wasn't
was
a
hidden
Oh,
in
it
the
was in the
skull.
rock, of course.
Mr. Wright, do you have an objection to Prosecutor Blackwell's claim?
Do I have an objection to the claim that the defendant moved the body?
No,
No.
we don't,
No,
because
no
she
objection.
did. She did move it.
Yeah.
Unknowingly.
Just unknowingly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
I have no objections. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body.
What?
Mr. Wright, are you admitting the defendant committed the murder?
No! I'm simply conceding that she was the one who moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware of what she was doing. The culprit made her move it, unbeknownst to her.
The defendant moved a dead body without recognizing that it was a dead body?
Oh,
How
that
could
would
that be possible?
explain. Oh, that would explain why Jack Shipley never turned up for his appointments, but nobody could find out where he was.
Also,
Yeah,
it sounds
he
like
was-
Orca was headbutting the rock.
Yeah.
The body was found in the
Getting
Orca
free.
pool.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the thing she moved with the stretcher. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the body along with this piece of evidence.
The skull rock.
Skull Rock.
Skull.
The skull rock?
The Skull Rock.
Miss
That's
Buckler
a
told
good
me
movie.
yesterday. Oh yes, it's a lot of fun. That she moved the Skull Rock when she was cleaning. The only two things Miss Buckler moved to the Orca pool are Orla and the Skull Rock. And I would go as far as to say Orla isn't a thing. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been inside the Skull Rock.
What?
Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the Orca pool with the hoist. At the show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the Skull Rock with the body inside. And then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded.
The skull has landed.
Yeah.
This Buckler operated the hoist from the Orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside.
Do you really think there's enough space inside the skull rock to place the body?
The swashbuckler flyer indicates it could be possible.
Oh yeah.
Please focus on the question at the bottom left. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? It says. Yes, Judge.
Harry, it says, who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? Eh.
Exactly, I just said that, Your Honor.
In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow.
No.
What's more, as the body was inside the skull rock,
I stole one of your lines, but even.
Go on, Shadow.
Gianna, the prosecutor you're thinking of is called Winston Payne. He was also voiced by myself, as you
Wayne
can hear.
Payne would have been an amazing name for one of them.
And in this game, you meet his brother, Gaspin Payne.
Yeah.
Yes.
There could be a win. You could have Whalen.
Yeah, Wayland Payne.
Wayland Payne, that's a great one.
That's a great one. I've always said, I don't know who came up with the idea, but like a sister called Kirsten Payne.
Yeah, wasn't
Feels
it?
so good.
It's like I love the ideas of these.
The whole Payne family.
And I
What's
would
more?
voice all of them.
Yes.
A house
If
of
the
Payne.
body was inside the skull rock,
Their voice is genetic.
Yes.
they even have a brother in the military, Major Payne.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Are we
It's
just
amazing.
going to keep this going, or
Lemongrass, this is your first warning for Lemongrass.
It explains the remaining unanswered questions, like where's the rest of the Payne family?
Such as?
I already said. Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Mr. Plume witnessed.
must have been a pain creating all those pains.
Where did the body that Mr. Plume saw come from?
You need to be stopped.
Please recall how I was stopped recently. What was Orla doing to the skull rock at this time? She was headbutting it. That's right. Orla's ramming released the body from the skull rock. The body had been placed inside the skull rock and moved there from the show stage. I assert that the real murder scene was, in fact, the show stage pool.
Silence. What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Don't I? It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the skull rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood, fibers, hair.
Yeah. Right, Dono.
You may even find that it smells slightly bad.
Ugh.
Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned the things around completely. That's not the sentence, but it's fine.
Close enough.
And to think it all started with a health bag bluff too.
That was a close one. You really have to add that last bit. Don't
course.
say it out loud in future, Athena.
If the murder
And
took
I
place
will,
at the
and I
show
shall.
stage, then
You
who
can't
is the
stop me.
perpetrator?
It is naturally the person who was at the show stage.
What, me again?
Mr. Rhymes.
The way he's just like, oh shit.
Weren't you the one who loaded the skull rock onto the stretcher at the show stage?
Oh shit, the music's going.
Didn't do nothing.
Oh no! He's laughing too.
No.
Wow, Mr. Rice. That was a pretty smart brain. That was a big brain move you got.
Oh yeah, big brain time.
Oh yeah, big brain time.
To be honest, I never thought you would figure it out. Try to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me.
That's what happens when you kill people, Marlon.
That's what happens when you mess with the orcas. It comes back to bite you.
Yes.
Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury!
Yeah, what Mr. Ross says is true. The body was inside the skull rug. And it's true the captain was killed in a show pool, too.
What? He's admitting it that easily?
Yeah, but he's gonna say it's not him.
This time, I'm gonna tell the whole truth about what happened that day.
Oh no.
Witness testimony.
The whole truth.
In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. Can still remember the spectator's screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Bloom witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked.
What?
Spectators.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Judge.
Judge.
Hello.
Paging Judge
Hello.
Divot.
Sorry, I was sorting out my dog.
That's
No,
okay.
It's cool.
Is it sorted now?
The dog is sorted.
Yay.
So now we're back to the orca again, I see.
Oh, Wendy Oldbag. Well, Burr's can tell you all about her, can't you, Burr?
Oh
Luckily, I don't think she's coming back.
You can't get rid of her.
Lord. She always comes back.
She always crawls out of some woodwork.
If you were going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand?
All I'm doing is telling the truth.
This time.
I'm
That
pressing
day-
X to doubt.
This time is the truth. I didn't do nothing. That day Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. So I suggested you hide the body in the skull rug and move it to the orca pool. I was gonna figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca is the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Sasha.
So it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the skull rock. But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion. So why?
Why don't you leave this to me?
Athena, do you mean you heard something?
Yep. Nice. Discord in Mr. Rhymes' heart.
Is Discord in his heart?
Yes.
Does it have party
Wow.
mode?
Maybe.
I was gonna say, the organ transplants are so advanced these days. So that means somewhere in his testimony, there's an inconsistency in his emotion. All right, Athena, give him a good counseling session.
Kick him in the face.
You got it, boss.
To some people, that is counseling.
Beep.
My bull will cancel your face.
Huh? What's this? Oh, well, what is this?
Oh, whoa.
And where was
no! I'm surrounded by the uwus. They're too
Ooh.
adorable.
he?
What are you getting, Athena?
This testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. These two emotions appear to be running out of control.
Out of control emotions? Is that going to be a problem?
According to Inside Out, yes. We have to probe their cause if we want to get at his true emotion and testimony. There might even be an odd or unnatural spot in his testimony he isn't even aware of.
Ah, she
All right.
crunch.
Oh no, crunch! The emotions are so out of control, we're crunching!
Have a baby.
There we go.
Hashtag stop the crunch. That's right, I said it. All right. Let's probe the cause of his out-of-control emotions then.
I'll explain how to probe. Oh god.
Ah, kitty!
Let's find the root cause
Kitty.
together.
Oh,
Kitty! Oof!
Adorable.
Beware.
Floofles.
When you see something off in a statement that the
It's
probe
on my
button, which is
camera.
L.
Oh.
Sorry, viewers. There's a kitty that you can't see.
Yeah, sorry.
Meanwhile, I'm laughing at my own dialogue. It's fine.
It's fine. Sorry, he just put his claws into my bare arm, and I was like, ah ha ha, ouch!
I'm not saying this again.
yes. Use the
Alright.
probe button.
Next point to what's causing Mr. Rhymes' out-of-control emotions. Finally tap that X to complete the process.
Tap
When
the
emotions
X
are out of
button
control,
to
memories
complete
can be recalled incorrectly. Sorry, Shadow, what were you saying?
No, it's just something about the X button. I now have a kitty butt in my face. Please go away.
If you still haven't found anything after all the statements and images, I'll help.
You picked me up, you now have to see my butthole.
Cats.
Great. All right. I'll get started comparing the statements with the images.
I do love these moments in this game. The mood matrix.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of people are mean about the Mood Matrix, but I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, it's glorified Simon Says. Like,
Okay, so completely out of control. This is the thing that doesn't make sense. Spectators?
Yeah, if it was just a training session.
yeah.
The spectators. Yeah.
I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died.
Oh!
Yes?
There were spectators, but not for the captain's death, for Azura Summer's death.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
If there had been, those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away.
What? Oh, right, of course. Yeah. I just made a mistake.
Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectator's part was what was making him sad.
I wonder why he would make that mistake, saying spectators were there? How strange.
The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Like,
Yeah, you were
he
right.
was in a similar situation, and it was deeply imprinted on his heart.
A situation where an orca killed somebody and there were spectators there. Hey! I think I know why he's mixing up his memories. The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories is...
The Killer Whale, a non-fiction book by Norma de Plume. It's about the case from last year.
Yeah.
Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened last year with this incident? Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of spectators.
Like you watched the resubbed of it.
No problem. Wait,
What? How'd you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators.
What?
Lie.
Really? Just another spectator? There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last
Yeah,
year.
protect it out.
What a
No.
fucking liar, dude!
Silence! Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings! Just present evidence to prove your point!
Please let me point out to the audience, if you watch the animation for Blackwell when he slams his hand on the desk, Taka's eyes will widen, and I love it.
Yes.
Every time.
So much.
Ow!
Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that Rebecca's up here? He's scaring me.
There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain his sadness. Yeah, the fact that One Piece
Well?
is over 1,000 episodes. You never catch it up.
Well, I'm waiting. Let's see this evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes' sadness.
The charm.
The charm.
Charm!
Cham.
Azura Summers died an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm.
Oh, hey, what you doing with that charm?
Oh, that makes sense. Because Rifle was the penguin, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
she was stepping on the sign that he was painting. So that's why she's got paint on the bottom of her feet. And that's also how the charm ended up into her stomach. She was there at the time.
Yes.
Examine the penguin.
Yeah.
We have
Charles
experience
found Rifle's
with
stomach
cross-examining birds.
Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you.
Son of a gun.
Hey.
I guess I need to push him just a little harder to make him admit it.
Go back to sleep, Doctor.
When Mr. Ryan said the word charm, he was very rattled. We better examine this charm a little more. You know, to annoy him.
Good idea. Let's look inside it. Huh? What's this? A photograph?
Oh, what's this?
Phoenix
Look at
is not
this
going to
photograph.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh.
Hey, this is a photograph. Every time I do it, makes me laugh.
me laugh.
Well, this one
Azura
isn't going to
Summers.
make you laugh.
And Marlon Rhymes. And this is,
And Ola.
yeah, all up behind them.
Mr. Rhymes, you and Azura Summers were a couple, weren't you?
So what? We were a couple. It doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case.
Oh no, it has everything to do with the captain's case, because it just gave you a fucking motive.
You believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence.
No.
No, you will be quiet. I'm talking. The only thing you revealed was the witness's relationship to the victim a year ago.
Shut up, Phoenix, the adult is talking.
What does the witness's past have to do with the case at hand?
I don't know yet, except motive.
Yes.
But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at. Lol. What a sentence.
At us? And the captain came down, slammed into the water.
Update.
I can still remember the captain's dead body clearly. All she had to do was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. And Mr. Bloom witnessed the orca hiding the body, finding the body. Agreed.
I think he's mad at Orla.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get penalized in mid-matrix sections, I don't think so.
Mr. Rhymes, you're angry with Ola, aren't you?
Angry at that orca? Where would I be?
Well, one, she apparently killed your girlfriend, and also two, you've been trying to throw her under the bus constantly. So, you know.
Yeah.
Well, if you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof.
All right then.
Do I have proof that Mr. Rhymes has a reason to be mad? I mean, I would say so. I bet that evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. This charm indicates that you were Azura Summers' boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Ola killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend, so you've been angry at Ola ever since.
Alright, I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that orca. Azura's dead and the orca's just swimming around. I became an animal keeper so that I could prove that orca's a killer. You're right. I want that orca to pay. There. You feel good dragging our business past? Still doesn't change anything.
30%. Ah, he's right.
I disagree. It does change things. His out of control emotions quieted down. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion.
Okay, so now... Alright.
She's smiling, but I like to believe she's very gentle when prodding into people's emotions.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So what emotions come up that are unexpected? These are normal. We're expecting anger and sadness.
Yeah.
Lots of anger.
Very diminished, not surprising.
Who is this the lack of an emotion?
Yeah, why are they so weak?
I freaked.
He freaked,
Yeah, he's-
so he should be surprised. So
Yeah.
why is he not?
Yeah, that's a good point.
When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, you freaked. Really?
Well, I have very mellow freak.
Well,
What you getting at?
With Mr. Plume as a witness, all was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hoped? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume witnessed that scene.
Wow.
Oh, he's so evil.
frightening.
Yeah.
I am the Wizard of Oz.
Bye-bye.
So you figured that all out, did you?
Mr. Rhymes, are you admitting it?
I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the orca. You leave me no choice. Come at me, everyone.
Wait for it.
Oh no!
Christ, what is he doing?
He's
I
eating
don't
the
like
fish.
this. I don't like this.
Finish!
Yuck.
That was spinach.
Honestly, it being spinach makes sense. Now he's Popeye.
He's gone Super Saiyan.
Now it's time to get serious.
He's a freaking One Piece character!
Ahoy! Well, what? Yo, 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 ho, ho! Ahoy, me, these browsers represent! A bossy, grassy, just a free, taking words and pop your mouth, scurvy, grass, eat the steel. Yo, 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 ho, ho, ho! Bro, I'm ready for showdown!
Avast, scurvy no stash. I'll take
What
you
is
down
going on
any
here?
day of the week.
Where did this pirate fellow come from?
He looks like a completely different person!
That man just hopes out.
Is he holding a swordfish?
Yes.
He's holding
He is holding a
arm.
swordfish.
Come on in.
Order!
Jesus
Order! If we don't have order, possibly back will yell at us.
He's having a heart attack.
Blackwood, will you do us a service and turn that marlin over there into sushi, please?
Even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words.
So I plan to have the wretch be a witness.
Excuse me.
You got me out. To be true, I thought the orca murderous ways should be found out. That'd be why I schemed to have the plume see the body.
So you admit it? You deliberately framed Orla.
It'd be true. But what skin beat that off of anybody's nose?
I feel this is an appropriately dramatic point to have a break.
Yes.
Shit in there.
Yep. We'll be back in about 5 minutes as we're going to basically refill our tankards. We're going to go on for the last half part of the show. Then we've got another hour and 15 minutes left of the show to go. So
We'll be back to
we'll
this
be
episode
right
of
back.
One Piece after the break.
we'll be right back with after these messages, which there should be any messages, but we'll see you shortly anyway.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
My God.
What the heck? What? Let's go.
All right, everyone, we're back for now. The final part of this stream and hopefully the final part of this case. As we seem to be getting quite close to the end, I think we can get it done in the end tonight, but we'll see.
We might.
We'll see.
Let's give it a go.
We'll see. Okay. Go on, Burr.
That ain't be true, but what skin made it off of anybody's nose?
Be my skin, damn no stash.
I know you got me the face, mate. You're braving up.
I
That
will.
hurt.
I'm just on the other side. I'm just on the other side of this defended barrier.
That ought to be a murdering scurvy talk.
You know that's a lie.
That's truth. I can't speak lies. I'm holding a marlin instead. I have a grudge against that orchid. I always pray for what's again. You won't come murdered Azura in the captain's soul. Of course she walked a plank.
That's not true, and you know it, no stash.
Yeah. I don't know how
I'll
to
show
respond
you
to
no
that.
stash.
I agree. It wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear.
Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Maybe my theory's been all wrong, as usual. Your Honor, I think I just became aware of a new fact.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Now that we know about Mrs. Rhymes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns the premise we've been arguing on its ear. I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rhymes meant to kill from the start.
Orla.
What?
Makes sense.
So the witness's intent was to kill the orca?
Exactly. The witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill Orla.
The orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The orca is alive and well.
It was a valid attempt, but it failed.
He's right. He wanted to kill the orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen?
How did this happen?
Wait a
This
minute.
happened to me.
I made my mistake.
Thank you. I'm very glad you understood the reference.
Marvel, what if?
Huh?
What if Mr. Rhymes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death?
At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado a moment ago?
Oh, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to fit the word Buster into something regarding Mr. Rhymes.
Something
Enough
about
of these
Mr. Right?
words. Without any basis in fact.
They aren't reckless words. The basis for my claim is that the real murder scene, the show pool,
What are you talking about?
it's my contention that two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the orca and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene. And, by doing so, it made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death.
I thought the game
What
was
did he
implying
remove?
that
Water.
that Mr. Shipley was trying to stop him from killing the orca.
Maybe.
I don't think it is, but I thought that's what they were implying.
I think that says Judge, but I think it's meant to be Phoenix.
Yeah.
This is what Mr. Rhymes
Yes.
removed in an attempt to kill Orla.
The water.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the orca by draining the pool water.
That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla. With the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. And because the pool water was drained, it made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool.
Hold it! Hold my fish for me!
Jesus Christ.
It's trying to get okay, sorry. Can you prove there was a nary drop of water in the pool? That day I was simply looking after the orca. Why
And
would
it's
I
been
have
full
the
of fish
monstrous
bones.
thought of killing it?
Objection!
You claim you were looking after Orla in the early hours of July 20th. But don't you think you were doing a very good job of it? Well, I don't think you were doing a very good job of it. After all,
Hey.
Orla wasn't giving anything to eat during that time.
Oh, look at her! She's all fat. He's cats to go on a diet. How could
That's
you
not
know?
How rude.
That's not how whales work, though.
How would you know such a thing?
Because I look
I know.
after her, you buck.
You mean you
Thank you.
burr?
No, Burr is a good boy who would never do anything wrong in his life.
Yeah, you were Buster, Mr. Rhymes.
That's the one.
I did it,
There
finally.
we
Yeah.
go! We did it! Show's up, everyone!
Wait, no,
we can
not
all
yet.
go home now. I know, because Orla's record here in the Torpedo data system. This system continuously records data on the subjects it monitors. From Orla's record, we can tell exactly when she ate or didn't eat.
Thank me! Nobody even told me that. It's dastardly contraption.
Only a few of the ship-shape aquarium staff knew about this system. According to Orla's report, she never ate in those early morning hours of the 20th. You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her.
Silence.
Silence! You're wasting time. What proof do you have of that? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry.
Ah, he's right. I don't have any
Also,
proof.
he said desperately, so now all I'm thinking is, Motley, do something!
Anything.
Anything!
If Wallace simply didn't eat, and that would create an inconsistency. Where did the fish go?
Into rifle.
The fish? Good question. Where did it disappear to?
Fish, what does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case?
Hey,
All the
we're...
relevant.
We
Shut
we
up.
gave ourselves raiders.
Yeah, we have a raider coming. Hello, everyone.
Ah, right.
Stand by for borders, Captain.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're doing Silly Voices Saturday. It's Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. We're on one piracy of a case. Arr.
The dread pirate No Stash has finally shown his hand.
You've had 2 piratey days back to back, haven't you?
Yesterday was quite fun as well.
They have a gun.
Well, they had cannons at least.
True.
Name him
I'm cannon.
Blackwell?
Cease this stalling by asking inconsequential questions. Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into the case instead.
Yes, but it's part of the case.
I
Blackwell.
object. You'll find that my words are quite with consequence. But wait! It may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's an issue of great importance, I think.
What are you driving at, Mr. Rat?
I'm making it all up as I go, Your Honor. How could the fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it.
Hey, you loaded the rifle with it.
So who came to the show stage and ate all this fish? I think I might have a pretty good idea.
It was Sniper.
I believe it must have been a visitor to the show stage that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice.
Russian roulette is not the same without a gun.
Visitor? Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour?
Peep.
Maybe.
If you utter more of your careless remarks, Taka won't look favorably on it.
Peep.
I don't plan to utter any careless remarks. Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, yet I don't know.
Boss, please. Don't worry, boss. If Tucker comes this way, I'll fend him off. I'll grab him, I'll shove him onto my and I'll leave the courtroom.
Just suplex him. You're good at that.
No, I will not suplex a bird.
Be nice to the bird.
I'll just steal him and see how fast I can run before Blackwell catches me. But do try to keep your remarks careful.
That just reminds me of a video I saw recently of a vet showing how they put owls back in cages after surgery and such.
Is it the one where they
Please
put
send
the
me the
owl
link
back?
because I want to see that. Whatever it is, I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Try and find it, but he basically puts the owl back in the
Face
cage.
plants.
I need to see that, Fleming. You have to get me the link to this video.
And they put it down, and it says, there you go, and then it just falls forward.
This is now.
Please give me the link to this video.
Yes.
I have to see
I'll
this.
try and find it while I finish my lines. Somehow,
That's fair.
all those fish disappeared. Somebody must have visited the show stage. But who?
I know who it is.
Rifle.
It was Rifle.
Visited at the show stage. I believe Rifle, the penguin, visited the show stage.
First an orca, now a penguin.
With her little feetsies.
Will you be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see a rifle during the wee early morning hours. Do you have a proof Rifle visited the show stage?
Yes.
If you be a lawyer of any sort, show me your evidence.
On the bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. That fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage. I have to present that piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage. Now to prove I'm a lawyer worth my salt. This is the proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
She did it, kitty.
Also, can I just quickly say, I like to believe that when Blackwell first met Mr. Crab and saw the penguin pop out of his hair, he just went internally, aww.
Yes. Yeah, he internally squeed.
Yes.
Oh my, what a cute little sign. Look at those adorable stars.
Yes.
I don't know, because he might have squeed for seeing a very nice lunch for Tucker.
No, I don't think so. I think under all that there is a bit of a softie in there.
Yeah.
There definitely is. Can't
Birds.
confirm.
He has said so before that if he goes to an aquarium, the only thing he cares about is the penguins. So
Penguins.
he likes birds.
Yeah.
These stars are actually starfish. Miss Buckler painted the sign. In the early hours of the 20th, she left this sign at the show stage to dry. I keep saying stage show. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Mrs. Buckler while the paint was drying.
In his non-Hulk state.
Hey, that'd be true. What be your point?
On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
Proof of the penguin's visit? I'm afraid I don't see it. Where is the proof that the penguin visited the show stage? Please point it out.
That would be these penguin E-shaped
Yes.
footprints here.
These little pixies.
Pieces.
Peaches.
Pete's.
A couple of the pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others.
Aye, all right. They look almost like little leaves.
Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. These little leaf-like shapes on this sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Rifle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry.
Oh, what a cute little pink penguin prints.
Aww.
Good thing you have a pea popper.
Ha ha.
There are footprints. What of them?
Marlon Rhymes was watching over this sign at the show stage while the paint dried. He was literally sitting watching paint dry.
So
during
whatever
that-
it was.
And during that time, the penguin paid a visit. According to the Torpedo data system, We know that Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all.
Begad, Rifle ate Orla's fish. Who be you to say Rifle ate Orla's fish? Maybe it was me. She could have picked the food anyway. But that doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the skull of rock. It couldn't have been moved without me.
Ah, yes, the skull of rock
This
from which the
claims he
Pick of
never
Destiny
saw
was
the
born.
penguin. How do you explain this contradiction?
Both Mr. Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Mr. Rhymes didn't see it. So where could Mr. Rhymes have been at this time?
Right, Dono, if you aren't up to the task, I could disprove this witness's testimony for you.
If I leave it to Prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty. I can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning.
It's right, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage. Show stage, blah blah blah. I'm enunciating my words, don't
I'm
look at
having
me like
difficulty
that.
with that one myself. Mr. Rhymes was at the show stage, keeping an eye on Orla and the sign.
And we know it must be true because he helped move the skull rock.
And then Rifle came in and walked over the sign.
Oh, the penguin shape! It's cute!
Yeah.
Hey, wait!
But wouldn't Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right there? Nope, nope.
Oh,
Well, let's think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been.
In the water.
Is there a place in the show stage area from which Rifle couldn't have been seen?
Well, well, think about that palm print on the ladder.
Yeah.
Bending over, holding
Yes.
What? Inside the pool? But you're right, if he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. He wouldn't have noticed the barrel of the gun. So are you saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating? Was he trying to
No.
drown himself?
Not underwater. When I think about what he was trying to do, the answer is clear. Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture.
just like yesterday. Must you two always be whispering to each other?
You're free to whisper to Taka anytime you want.
Referring to a penguin will get you nowhere.
Objection!
Listen, Blackwell,
I
it's
don't
not
know
our
about
fault
that.
you're lonely.
The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice Rifle is such a small inconsistency. But it's a key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes was trying to do.
This penguin is a key point.
Yes, indeed. In fact, I would suggest somebody give her a cigar, since she's the smoking gun.
Smoking rifle, if you will.
Hey.
The shore stage pool is very deep. If Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of this pool, he would never have noticed Rifle.
Grr!
Orcas can be out of the water for a short time without sustaining damage. But if they're out of the water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die. In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained of water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person can be made to fall 65 feet. Mr. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, How would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Literally.
What? How?
Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and pulled the victim's body in the rock. He then had Miss Buckler move the rock and the body together.
Silence. And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing her suspicion?
That's right. Miss Shipley told Miss Buckler that she couldn't perform in the new show.
Sorry, something fell. Don't worry about it.
I thought you
You
were
are
about to
okay?
object.
Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. So Miss Rhymes conveniently suggested that she take and hide a prop for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla, using her singing and lifesaver tricks. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Mr. Plume would be standing witness. He saddled Orla with false charges of murder so that Orla would be put down.
Arr, and I would have gone, and I would have gone through with it. If not for you meddling kids.
Shows that when Rifle visited the show stage, Rhymes was putting the body in the rock.
Also, does
At the
this
bottom-
mean that Shipley just randomly wandered up to the pool and went, wee, plonk?
I'm
No,
choosing
I
to
think
believe that he went for a late night splash in the pool and didn't think it would be empty.
No, I think he saw what was happening, panicked, and ran by the side of a wet eye location.
Yeah, and slipped.
Oh yeah.
Very
Don't
possible.
run at the pool, kid.
Yeah.
Don't run at the pool.
At the bottom of the pool, that is.
And especially grown-ups never run at the pool.
Who would have thought the president of a penguin could prove the witness's actions?
It's working! Just a little further now, and Sasha will be proven not guilty.
Silence. You think you've won this battle? You are sorely mistaken. Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca. Witness, can you control the orca's actions?
Yes, he can.
Of course not. What kind of belt be that? I'm even a simpler animal keeper.
If
Well,
I'm
that's a fucking
observed,
lie.
wasn't Miss Buckler the only one who could issue commands to the orca?
No.
No.
Ah!
Well, he was Azula's boyfriend, so she might have taught him.
Boss, I don't know what you're worried about. We have the evidence to prove otherwise.
The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you recall correctly, somebody was sending videos to their boyfriend.
Yes.
If you
Indeed.
wish to do battle with a witness, you'll need a honed blade.
Oh, we have one. We have a home blade.
Where is your sort of evidence that Marlon Rhymes could manipulate the orca?
Ah!
Did he cut off his spike?
Yeah, he cut off a spike.
That's hilarious.
My beautiful hat.
Rhymes had to have manipulated Orla in order to have his plan work. But how can I prove it?
Just a little off the top, Mr. Wright.
Well, it appears this line of reasoning has become unsustainable.
And if y'all saw me in real life, I've had a bit too much off the top.
Well, it appears I was mistaken.
Objection!
Athena?
I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart to see if you haven't given up. So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart.
Ah.
Ah, she's right. Why would I become a lawyer again, only to give up? I have to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Athena, thank you.
You're welcome.
With your help, I've remembered the old right way.
Fake it till you make it.
The right way?
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
Oh dear. What did I do?
Your Honor, I'm not finished with presenting my argument.
Do you have anything else to add as this witness?
You cross-examined all of the witness and presented all of your evidence.
We have not.
All the witnesses? I don't think so. I haven't cross-examined the most important one.
Oh,
The
no.
central figure in both
Oh
cases.
my god.
No.
Hola, 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 hola.
Central figure.
The one involved in not only the case a year ago, but this current case too. I've never called her as a witness, but it's time to do so now.
But
Who are you
no.
talking about? I demand you to the court immediately. Who is this central figure in both cases?
Aura Shipley. The defense calls the central figure in both cases Orla the Orca.
Here we.
You intend to cross-examine an orca?
Yes, you wouldn't let us do it the first time, so we're trying again.
Cross-examine an orca. You must
Judge,
be
can
adult.
I request for Apollo Justice to be brought back to the defense court? Please.
It'd be impossible, says I. I can bring her all right, but
Absurdity is beyond the pale.
For once, I agree with you.
How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech?
Orla is intricately involved in this case. I have every right to cross-examine her.
Oh my god.
Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be invaluable.
I swear that's not vodka in his flask.
Very well, do what you will then. But if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the orca, I hope you realize the reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict.
I think he's well aware of that.
I'm ready and confident, so confident in fact that my flask is filled with absinthe.
Whoa!
So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, but... Now all we have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orca. The more I say this, the more insane it sounds. What am I doing?
Yep, that's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha.
An orca defended yesterday, an orca witness today. This is truly unprecedented.
Crunch.
Crunchy!
I just imagine that Apollo's got his head in his hands, just like, why?
Why?
He's watching this on TV.
Yeah.
defended yesterday.
He's
witnessed
watching this on
today.
TV. I'm the one next to the guy who just said he's going to cross-examine an orca.
I've got this image of him like in the office watching the TV with his marigolds on as he's scrubbing the toilet. You know,
Yes.
looking over the shoulders. He's like, captivated. And Truce is like, you know, you've been cleaning that thing for at least the last 10 minutes.
Athena's just looking at the screen like, Apollo, help me, get me out of here, help!
Yeah, and Apollo's like, I'm so happy that I'm scrubbing the toilets now instead of being there.
But even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Bailiff, ready the witness telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up.
Here we go!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
To be continued right now.
Right now.
Yep, I've got a feeling this is going to be the home stretch.
I hope so.
I know so.
I got
This is the last part.
Also, I posted that video in the chat.
Yes.
Good, I will have to watch it later. July 22, 11:21 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla, Mr. Wright. Just why?
Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers after all. I just talked to Pearls. She said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try and figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla.
If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of clue.
And I can't forget about that strange set of prints of Rhymes either.
I really appreciate you're trying to save both Ola and me. I had no idea Marlon hated Ola like that. I feel like I've been shot by a torpedo ray.
Of course! He would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him!
What are you doing here?
Oh, Mr. You've been watching the trial?
Oh, yes! I came to make a declaration of war!
Oh dear.
The declaration of war?
No matter what the results of today's trial, I'll report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in the Killer Whale. I don't know what the truth is. You know about what happened a year ago.
Dr. Crab.
Azura died right in front of my eyes, in the middle of a pirate show. She suddenly fell from the orca's back and began to thrash around in pain. The orca was singing a song and then started headbutting Azura over and over. Finally, the orca took Azura in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Before she died, Azura was holding her chest in obvious pain.
She was holding her chest?
Fun fact, from what I know, that's usually not how heart problems manifest in women.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Could it be?
Yeah, that's not how a heart attack manifests, but
in women specifically.
Yeah, but we'll run with it for now.
Yeah.
I don't think Ola was to blame for the incident a year ago either.
What?
I think the cause of Miss Summers' death might have been her heart condition.
Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it.
Miss Summers had a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did.
And Ola tried to save her. What? Azura had a heart condition too? I guess she hid it from everybody, just like I did.
So that means the orca was innocent a year ago too.
It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Azura to check on her. And then did the lifesaver trick to rescue her.
So there was no need to put the orca down after all.
Nope.
So, you really did intend to put Ola down?
No. Jack and I were against such a thing from the start.
But you said you were going to euthanize the orca.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, how about this capsule? It's not a poison, but a sleeping drug, right?
That's right. Even if Orla attacks someone, or even if the scent of a dangerous animal control demands she be put down, I never had any intention of killing her. I'd use sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead, and then set her free.
Fair enough.
That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules.
That's why?
Technically, that's even more irresponsible, but...
True, because setting something that's been raised in a pool like that out in the wild is just a death sentence anyway.
Yes.
I never considered the possibility that our poor woman's death was illness.
She seems pretty disturbed to be wrong.
In fairness, she wouldn't have known unless, patient confidentiality was breached, so...
I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed Leona's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper.
Marlon Rhymes?
Oh.
That is correct. That day, my client called me to ask me to investigate the orca pool.
That's suspicious then. But also, I was just saying it as a note to the audience. That's actually not how heart conditions work in women. Just letting you know.
Yeah,
Apparently,
they work then.
Actually, an actual symptom they have is an impending sense of doom.
Yes, that is a symptom. It's called a sudden fear of doom. It's also a symptom in sepsis. If you suddenly have a fear that you are going to die, you should probably actually get that checked out.
Yeah.
Also, in women, the pain is more. It's kind of like you feel like you've got heartburn, and it's more of a kind of a pressure rather than a pain, and you feel clammy and a bit weird, and just like always be sure to check things out if you're a bit concerned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do.
Why did you decide to tell us this?
My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I'll be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo.
I respect this lady a heck of a lot now.
Yeah. Slava Ukraine.
That was quite a bombshell she just dropped in so casually too.
That woman really is a free spirit.
Voiced wonderfully by our eBack.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
I
you.
say free spirit. I hear she's quite expensive.
Do you remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer? That you'd expose any secret if it would help save Sasha.
I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer.
Well, I just want you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca, let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca's song.
The orca's song, huh? What could he be hinting at? With that cheeky grin of his.
Oh, Mr. Wright, looks like it's time.
All right, let's go back in.
Oh, it's the different song?
Yeah, one is from a year ago and one is recent.
You've got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla together. It's a good thing Apollo isn't here with his reason.
Oh my god, the 3 cranes. They got a flat screen though.
Yeah, nice fancy flat screen.
July 22, 11:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. I love the bird on his
The court will
shoulder.
now reconvene. Is the witness Orla Shipley, commonly known as Orla, ready?
The orca is present, but I highly doubt she understands what's going on.
Sweet. Oh, just as adorable as yesterday.
I distinctly remember you being afraid of her on several occasions.
Now then, Mr. Wright, how do you propose to cross-examine the witness?
The writing in this case is on point, though.
I intend to have the young lady there with Orla help me.
Hello, everyone.
That young lady. Did I meet her once before, a long time ago?
In a galaxy far, far away.
Yes, that's Pearl Fay, my old friend.
Well, did she grow to be a lovely young lady? Ah!
Oh,
I have no interest in this chit-chat. Along with the cross-examination.
Mr. Wright, this is all your fault. Why are you dawdling?
How is this my fault?
Let it be known that I love Taka.
Yes.
it's your fault, Your Honor. You're eating falcon
Witness
snacks.
testimony.
How Orla was manipulated.
Tweet. Tweet. Click. Tweet.
Click.
Were. Click. Tweet.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, I see a contradiction.
amazing.
Where's my Oscar, damn it?
Yes.
Mr. Wright,
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
do you seriously intend to cross-examine this orca?
Yes.
Well, she is a key witness for the defense, after all, sir.
Every time you come into my
Help
courtroom,
me.
you open my eyes to a new way of thinking.
Help me.
Thank you, sir.
This appears to be another one of those times.
Get me out of his insanity.
He's given me the go-ahead.
Why, though?
I'd now like to put the witness and Mr. Rhymes together to see how he manipulated the orca. Hopefully, Orla will have some kind of reaction.
I think Apollo's probably got his phone on Do Not Disturb as Athena keeps texting him. She's like, get me out of here.
Apollo,
Hi.
help me!
Hi, this is
Text you under the bed.
Hi, this is Apollo's voicemail. Thank you for leaving a message. Oh, and if it's Athena, just roll with it.
Apollo just looks at his phone and it's like 20 different messages from Athena. All just saying, help me, get me out of here.
Select all, delete.
This is the messaging service for Apollo Justice.
I'm
Athena, you can do it
surplexing
and
him when I
deliver
get
it.
back.
Fine by me. A note will happen, I tell you.
Wait.
Mr. Rhymes was right, nothing happened. I'm going to call 911 to get me out of here.
I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be so easy. How did he manipulate her?
It's not like we have a phone that's the answer to this question.
Right, Dono. I hope you realize that if you can't prove how Rhymes manipulated the orca with his cross-exam, your defendant will be declared guilty immediately.
Blackwell, I'm desperate. Help me.
Yes, I realize that. This is my last chance. I have to figure out how Rhymes commanded Orla to do her tricks.
Please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Red.
Right, time to follow the old process.
Of pressing
examination?
everything on the orca.
How all of us
Press everything.
Did it hurt? Did the bad man touch you here?
Miss Shipley, I'm afraid Fweet is not going to get us anywhere.
Oh my god.
Simon, help me.
This is your plan of action?
Yes.
Shut up and roll with it.
If you aren't capable of interpreting orca speech, this entire exercise is a folly.
Objection, apparently. You leave the interpretation of all his heart to me. Alright, girl, what are you gonna say? Let me hear it. Apparently I'm just as insane now as everyone else. It's fine.
Wait.
I'm drawing a blank.
Right, Dono. Surely you don't intend to continue this farce.
Yes.
I do! Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony.
It's like torture for Blackwell.
Oh, Blackwell, I think you've entered the wrong game here, sir.
Could you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes?
Whoosh.
He's going to cry on Edward's shoulder later.
And Edgeworth's just gonna be, it's just sipping his tea, just like, oh, an orca this time.
I'm getting a strong reading of happiness. Maybe she thinks she's doing a show.
I demand serious witness testimony. This is no time for fun and games.
Sir, have you seen which game you're in?
If you continue this mockery, I will subject you to 40 lashes with a wet fish.
Oh dear.
And I said promise.
Not a wet noodle. That just sounds fishy. Athena!
Hey, speaking from experience, anything is better than 40 lashes from a whip.
Hey.
The defense will please caution its witnesses to conduct herself with propriety.
She was only making a reference to Franziska. She was stating
No,
a fact.
he meant.
So was I.
Orca.
Instead of impersonating a one orca band, could you show us the lifesaver trick?
I'm sorry, I can't get over the mental image of Blackwood just crying on Edward's shoulder like it was a fucking orca. What am I supposed to do?
Or he attempts to cry on Edgeworth's shoulder, and
Yeah,
Edgeworth just
Edgeworth's just like,
pushes
"Why-
him back, like, no.
I like the idea that as he does that, he's like, "Come sit next to me, Gumshoe."
You got that, boss?
And immediately
That's what I
Blackwood's shoulder
want to do.
ends up on
With the proper signal.
Gumshoe's.
No, they're sitting on the sofa and Garnish is like, Swiss roll, Mr. Edgeworth.
Or what if he cries on Fulbright's shoulder instead?
Aha!
Fulbright just smacks him on the back like, there, Blackwell.
Where there, Blackie?
Perhaps not entirely appropriate, but
On with the show.
I guess Ola won't do what you want unless you give the proper signal.
Don't worry, Mr. Blackwell, sir. I've got lots of confetti for the trial.
Oh, doesn't Ola sing beautifully? Is that a word?
Aka's singing voice is much more melodic and clear.
I think you might be slightly deaf, Blackwell.
Tone deaf.
Man, neither one should quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Miss Shipley.
What day job does Taka have, though?
I don't know.
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something.
Tweed.
She's hungry?
Miss Faye, could you give Miss Shipley a snack?
Certainly. One moment.
Aw,
Tweed.
just a singular fish.
What a heartwarming scene. It reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet.
Your granddaughter has a pet orca?
Wow, your granddaughter must have a pretty large pet.
Stop all this pet prattling. Get on with the cross-examination.
It's worth just to see him with his shit.
Says the one with a bird on his shoulder.
Yes.
But she's such an adorable creature. I never get tired of looking at her.
I, on the other hand, have had more than my fill of this tomfoolery. Enough is enough.
It sounds like Prosecutor Blackwell's about to blow his top. What should I do? Should I continue with the cross-examination?
We're not getting anything out of it.
there?
I think we should stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue and you
done.
get murdered by Blackwell. And then it's game over.
I'm done playing games. Actually, we're not. We've got another half an hour or so to go. I will now explain how Orla was manipulated by Mr. Rhymes. In order to respond to the command, Orla needed to hear a sound of a whistle. But Mr. Rhymes isn't a trainer. I doubt he'd know how to give the signals himself.
You literally have the evidence for it, Phoenix.
So that means he must have had help. So how did Mr. Rhymes issue commands to Orla?
With the TV phone.
Yeah.
Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers.
Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the awkward tricks. I used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone.
Most likely, Mr. Rhymes still has these videos of Miss Summers. Miss Faye, can I ask for your help?
Where's Mr. Nick? What is it?
You're using Mr. Rhymes' TV phone, correct? I'd like you to examine it for me. Please look for a video of Azura Summers issuing whistle commands to Orla.
Videos? I'm not sure how to do that, but I'll give it a try. My apologies to Marlin. Right, Dono. What are you up to?
You'll see in a moment if Pearls can find those videos for me.
Mr. Nick, I found them. I found some videos like you described.
Aw.
You did? Thank you, Miss Faye. Just as I suspected. How did Marlin Rhymes get Orla to do those tricks? I will now show you. With Mr. Rhymes' cell phone.
Cell phone? Are you implying he used an app?
Miss Faye, see if you can issue Orla a command.
Me? Can I do such a thing?
You might be able to, if you play a video with a whistle signal on it. If there's a video of the lifesaver trick, please play that. Before you do though, please put the practice dummy in the pool.
In it goes!
Yeet!
There, sink to the bottom. Now play a video.
Sweet.
So cool they have like a full 3D model for the orca. Anyways,
Yes.
Orla is diving down, heading straight for the dummy.
Sweet.
Hee what a smart girl you are, Orla. The lifesaver trick was a complete success, Mr. Nick.
Thank you, Miss Faye. You're a big help. Now I have proof.
Unbelievable! You actually pulled it off!
That was the lifesaver trick we saw yesterday. Is Miss Faye an orca trainer now?
No.
No, Your Honor. I'll explain after we've tried one more trick. Now let's see if we can command Orla to do the singing trick.
Oh.
Miss Faye, if there's a video of the singing trick, please play that.
Certainly. Let's see, is it this video?
Sweet.
Masterful.
amazing.
Oh my!
Encore!
Isn't she wonderful? That was the Swashbuckler Spectacular song.
Oh, what a lovely singing voice.
Thank you, me.
It wasn't bad.
By the way, how did Miss Faye give the orca those commands?
Marlon Rhymes has something on his phone that his girlfriend, Azura Summers, sent him. They're videos of Miss Summer issuing commands to Orla with a whistle. If they have Orla listened to the sounds of the signals, if they had Orla listen to the sounds of the signals, anyone could, anyone at all could command Orla.
Am I? Anyone at all?
Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. All they would have to do is play the videos.
Mr. Wright, please submit those videos as evidence.
I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the judge just wants to try it for himself.
Fair enough.
Miss Faye, could you send those videos to the TV phone here, please?
All right, certainly.
Got him. All right, I'll try playing one.
Now you just want to give it a try.
Yes, of course.
Everyone does.
Since Apollo isn't answering his phone.
But that's the other song.
That's the other
Yes.
song.
Exactly.
Yes, that's the other song.
So this was a training session a year ago, huh? But wait a minute. There's something about that song that bothers me.
TV phone updated in the court record.
If the orca can be commanded using videos on a cell phone, then that means that Marlon Rhymes could have eliminated the creature.
Grr.
Mr. Rhymes, you can't talk your way out of it now.
Silence.
Yeah.
Silence!
He can, though.
Huh. I have to commend you. That was very good proof. I concede Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the orca. But isn't it true that the defendant could have done it as well? All she would have had to do is use the whistle she knows how to use so well. And she wouldn't have had to use those videos. Surely you'd admit that it's a possibility.
Yeah, that's the. They're going
You
to
would have
say
even had Norma DePlume witness the singing and the lifesaver trick.
Yeah, but
The
Norma DePlume heard the song from a year ago.
yeah, that's the difference. Is like,
And Sasha
Sasha
didn't
would
know
only
this.
know how to do the song from this year, like this song, and not the old song, and that's
Yeah.
that's how
Yes.
that's how we're going to prove it.
Yes.
Yes.
is.
So he's trying to argue it was equally possible for Sasha as it was for Rhymes? Is he? But is that true? Let me think about that for a minute.
No.
That's right. Those weren't just simple cries. It was singing. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. It kept headbutting while it sang the swashbuckler spectacular song.
Which is no.
The culprit made sure Mr. Plume heard the song and saw the lifesaver trick. Could Sasha have shown these two tricks to the witness?
No.
No.
No, I don't think Miss Buckler could have created the same condition as the culprit.
You challenge me to a battle? I hope your sword is sharpened. Let's see those sword skills of yours.
You challenge me, boy.
I challenge you both to a rap battle.
Don't worry. My sword is drawn and ready. On this piece of paper I prepared earlier.
That's good. I like that.
We're on Blue Peter now.
Look at this. One trick per signal. She can't do two at a time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed these two tricks at the same time. However, that fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs tricks.
What are you talking about?
Orla can't perform two tricks at once. She performs only one trick per whistle signal. That's how she's been trained.
In other words, it would be just like with a dog. If you tell him to both sit and shake, he won't do them at the same time. Am I understanding it correctly?
Well, yeah.
Yes, that's the idea, Your Honor. I wonder if the judge has a dog.
No, his granddaughter has a dog, though.
No,
I mean,
no, Von
she
Karma's
has
granddaughter has a dog.
she has some sort of pet.
Yeah, but it's easy to kind of correlate the two, potentially.
Oh no.
What a farce! So you're saying that the witness somehow managed to produce an impossible scenario?
Arr! Well, the creature's old trainer couldn't do it. How can I?
Yes, it's a mystery, isn't it?
But, boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully.
The defense is claiming that Marlon Rhymes manipulated the orca. But if you cannot explain fully how this was done, your argument doesn't hold water. If you can't straighten out your own theory, would you like me to straighten you out?
No, sir, I'm gay.
No, thank you. I'm quite happy with my current sexualities.
So Orla can do two tricks at a time, but Mr. Plume saw her do it. This logical inconsistency means there's a flaw somewhere. Yeah, no shit.
Sorry. Was Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Orla can't do two tricks at a time?
But Mr. Plume has no reason to lie about such a thing.
If it really is impossible for Orla to perform two tricks at once, then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked?
Faked?
Yes. Maybe Orla only performed one of the tricks. But it was made to look like she performed two.
Silence.
The lifesaver.
Silence! Maybe? How do you expect to conduct a sword battle with conjecture?
Sounds like I'd better present some evidence here and fast.
Although I'm concerned about your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, allow me to ask you. Which of the two was faked, the lifesaver trick or the singing trick?
The singing, because they were watching the lifesaver trick happen.
Precisely.
Yeah. They must have played the song through the walkie-talkie.
The defense wishes to argue that the singing trick was faked.
And on what grounds do you base your assertion that the singing trick was faked?
We've got a video of it.
Yeah. This is a recording of a recent swashbuckler spectacular. In this recording, Orla sings the same song she sang for Miss Faye earlier. But Mr. Plume said this song is different from the one sang a year ago.
The song is different.
Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago, sent to this cell phone.
Wait.
Or guitars.
Yes, it does kind of sound different from the song Orla sang for Miss Faye earlier.
And yet the same video Miss Faye used to issue the command to Orla to sing needs more cowbell. By having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded in the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Orla was singing the song from a year ago. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this.
Silence! But Mr. Plume said she heard the orca singing right in front of her. How could you claim he made her think that? How was the song recording played?
I intend to explain that too, of course.
What?
Wait, what?
The answer lies somewhere in the Orca Pool visitor corridor. Marlon Rhymes played the song recording by using this.
Speaker.
Mr. Plume heard the song while she was in the Orca Pool visitors corridor. There's a speaker in that corridor so the visitor can hear the orca sound.
You claim the song was played from the speaker? How?
Hear how Rhymes played the song over the speaker in the visitors corridor.
Broadcast inside the aquarium.
Yee. Everybody has them.
Mr. Rhymes could broadcast the song in the video to a speaker by using a walkie-talkie. So called because you can walkie with it and talkie with it. And he could get Orla to do a trick by letting her hear Miss Summer's whistle signal too.
That's a Brian Regan reference, and I love you.
He's playing the singing through the speaker, and he made Orla do the lifesaver trick. All of this was doing the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes.
Bruh!
This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes?
You did it. Now we can save both Sasha and Orla. Also, is he bleeding out of his shoulders?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh dear. Do we need medical attention in this court?
No, just leave him to bleed out. He deserves it.
Just leave it to Captain Wright's swashbuckling lawyers to win any case. Also, why am I asking this? We also left Apollo to bleed out on the floor, so...
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember agreeing to that name.
When has that ever stopped me before?
So it actually was possible for Mr. Rhymes to manipulate the orca. I'm stunned. I see we will need to hear more from this witness.
Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the court the truth. Also, put that big fish down, please.
Never is my last supper.
Oh dear.
So, I'm going to walkie-talkie, you say? Sorry, but you're dead wrong, me bucko. It'd be impossible, says I.
What do you mean, impossible?
I shall sing you a little shanty dissing your scurvy theory. Hark you well now.
If he starts with the Billy O.T., I'm leaving.
Witness testimony.
Stand pirate commandments.
The Dissin of Phoenix Wright. And it is now time for the end of tonight's show.
It is.
It is
I
half
like his
past.
idle animation. It's like he's in a fighting game.
We are so close to the end, but I have promises and obligations to upkeep, and so we are going to end it tonight. We will definitively finish this case next Saturday, which is quite appropriate because I think that's the last Saturday before we are not going to be here because we're not here for the weekend of the 4th. But we'll be finishing this case and we'll be starting a new case, which is what I'm looking forward to. And in fact, I'll be putting casting calls in the bench for our people to kind of think like, oh, I like that character, I want to voice them, and we'll go from there. I think it's appropriate that we finish this session with that kind of like the Distant Phoenix right, and we start next session with that song.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great.
Not only has that been awesome, these guys have been awesome. My fellow co-hosts, of course, Burr, Drifting,
Objection!
Divot,
Justice! I wasn't even in this one.
The
Kay,
justice wasn't served then.
Silence!
Lemming,
Objection!
and Shadow.
I was a prosecutor once.
I am really looking forward to next week when we get to finish this whale of a case and start a brand new one as we're all going back to school.
You
for
know
next
what you
one.
did there. You know exactly.
Well, and yeah, it's fine because in that case we're going to get schooled, so it's fine.
I want to go
God.
back to school.
Yeah, it's Sunday tomorrow, Dad.
Sunday school. Oh,
So
no.
we will see you all next week for the final conclusion of this case as we start the next case, which is called Tournament Academy, I believe, if memory serves. So we'll see you all next week for that time. I'm doing some streaming Monday. I'll be hopefully finishing off some Castlevania, or if I fancy, if the mood takes me, I might decide to be a little evil.
I can listen to these guys evil laugh all night.
Is anyone else doing some streaming? Kay, you've been streaming some recently.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming again, but yeah, that's gonna be. I will be streaming more later this week, maybe. Who knows?
Drifting, you stream Thursdays, I believe, don't you?
No, Wednesdays.
Wednesday, my apologies.
I do plan on streaming Thursday as well because I have a day off. So
Oh, okay, well,
Nice.
check
I've
out
been
Drifting.
streaming Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
No,
'cause it's
The Walking
Corpus
Dead.
Christi.
Oh,
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good game.
It is, but it hits differently after 2020. So
True.
I have to admit, I was going to play the entire series of that for Halloween, but I think that's going to be like a reward for next year, I think, now. But yeah. Lemming, are you doing more streaming? You've been streaming to Falling Order this week.
Yes, hopefully this coming week, obviously my own work allowing me, I will hopefully be in the finishing portions of Jedi Fallen Order. And once I've got that out of the way, I'll be doing a Lego building stream.
Yay!
what are you building?
I have an ATSD sitting right next to me, ready to build.
Nice.
I haven't even opened it yet. I'm just like, I want this to be on stream.
Stop
It's been
voice.
sitting here for weeks.
It's sitting there menacingly.
Exactly.
Well, we'll catch you all next time, everyone. My name's Beanie Back. Thank you guys for joining us here at the Scratching Post. Good night, everyone!
Bye-bye!
Bye.
Sweep.